Hi, this is former pro football sensation and future Toronto Mayor Mike Pinball Clemens. You're listening to the Dean Blundell Show on 102.1 The Edge. Now, I'm going to warn you, some of the material on DBS may not be for everyone, like their story about the three lawyers that walk into a whole not paying $20 donkey to their faces. Never go to the whole again. The end. Wow. Please listen with discretion. Thank you.
The Dean Blundell Show. Going dick head free.
In T-10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 9, 6, 9, 6, 9.
The Dean Blundell Show.
Dean Blundell and Todd. Those are the only guys that when I listen to them, I'm just howling on the way to work or school.
I've never laughed so hard in my life.
The Dean Blundell Show. 102.1 The Edge.
This is your Edge Files with Dean Blundell on the Edge.
Arizona mother of 5 charged with child abuse after she took her 6-year-old daughter to a McDonald's ice cream and then abandoned her there. 23-year-old, mother of 5, 23. Busy. 23-year-old Lucy Parra took her daughter Evelyn to McDonald's Wednesday so the girl could purchase an ice cream. When the girl returned to the parking lot, she could not find her mother. Car was gone, nowhere to be found. McDonald's employees said the girl was visibly upset. I guess so. What a bitch.
Wow.
Aw. Where's Mommy? Oh, yeah, if I heard that, maybe I'd have left her there, too. They called after 15 minutes of searching for her. McDonald's employees said they fed the girl in the office, tried to comfort her. She was really hungry, saying she hadn't ate all day since school lunch. Officers are still on scene. When Parra came back to the restaurant 40 minutes later, she appeared intoxicated, claiming she never left the parking lot. The employees said that's BS. There were only 4 cars and they were looking out for her. She was in charge of child abuse. The judges placed her under house arrest, ordered her to wear a monitoring bracelet and taken her kids because she threatened to flee to Mexico.
My stupid kid couldn't find the car.
I mean, look at her. She's 6. She should figure it out. 6. New concerns are being raised over the safety of elderly patients in their hospital beds after a Cape Breton man got his head trapped in the side rail of his bed and died.
Oh, there's a rail. So it doesn't roll off.
You know those railings you can lift up or put down, and they've got electronics on them. They got little holes. I don't know how he decided to stick his head in one of them, but he did, and he died. They needed the jaws of life to free him.
Wow.
Died a few days later. The doctor said his death wasn't related to the incident. However, there were dozens of similar cases like this in Canada.
Really?
Of old people sticking their heads in the railing of their bed for some reason.
I'm going to escape.
Oh, this looks like a new hat.
I'm going to try this thing on.
Look at this electronic bed hat.
I still got it.
Patients died in half the cases where it happened. Entrapment actually accounts for 65% of all deaths reported with the use of those beds. Since 1980. There are 230 of the same beds used by residents in the Cape Breton district. Now they're looking at trying to get some new beds.
Yeah. If they really want it out. Maybe they really had to go to the washroom or something.
Yeah. It's too funny to me. I don't know why. It shouldn't be funny, Rick.
So, I know.
You know, I shouldn't be laughing at it.
It's just, you know what's funny? It is. It's just the premise how we become like babies again.
It just makes you wonder what's going on in their heads at that age. Let's look at this little hole I'm going to go in.
And you're like, Jam,
hey, it's a fart.
What's on this side?
Jamming his head in.
I know,
they showed a video of it too. I was watching it this morning. It is so small. Yeah. I don't know how a 90-year-old anybody could just you would have to physically try to get your head through the hole in the side of the bed,
or be like an X-Men, and
have your powers run out right when your neck gets through there. And a mom and her 8-year-old son and ex-husband recently received a rude awakening at a Keswick McDonald's when they heard a customer next to him engaging in some sex chat on the web. They got the free Wi-Fi at the McDonald's, you know. Jillian Hopkins, her son and ex were dining on cheeseburgers when they heard... That's nice, eh? That her and the ex-husband still take the kid for a burger?
Yeah.
When they heard a sexy woman's voice say, I want you to come over here and F me. Started by the request. Hopkins then looked around and realized there was a man in the booth with chatting with a topless woman on a webcam sex site. Her son asked who said those words, and Hopkins responded, someone with a bad potty mouth who doesn't realize there's children at McDonald's. She's one of those, eh? Huh?
She talks loudly.
Like she talks loudly about people so they can hear them, but she won't say it to them.
Yeah.
Well, clearly, someone over here with a bad potty mouth. Not here. Over here.
He wasn't paying attention to her.
Although the 43-year-old Hopkins moved her family over to another table, she could still hear the sex cam sweetheart say, by the way, go tell that broad to go F herself. Did she hear me, or should I say it louder, the girl said.
On the computer screen, that's hilarious. Topless.
She then complained to the manager, came over, spoke to the man in his mid-20s. They didn't apologize. McDonald's Canada says it's impossible to know if the man was using their free Wi-Fi or another network or wireless stick, but there are filters to prevent the viewing of offensive material from the McDonald's Wi-Fi thing. They have to agree to terms and conditions. Oh, that settles it then. Mm-hmm. Well, you didn't agree to the terms and conditions. Yeah, I know. That's what he said.
Yeah.
Why didn't you agree to these terms and conditions? Yeah, okay. Yeah, right.
It's free.
Wouldn't have worked otherwise.
And you see those TDs?
Yeah. Yeah, I like those terms and conditions with the nipples. Those are your Edge Files, whatever the hell day it is in November of the year 2012.
The Edge Files
On 102.1.
The Edge.
Bored, lonely, hard up. Use your free hand and follow the boys on Twitter.
At Dean Blundell Show.
The Dean Blundell Show. 102.1.
The Edge.
Israel and Palestine kicking the crap out of each other again. And, you know, I can say this with a great amount of certainty. No ham. No bomb, just ham.
Yep. That should be their shirts.
You throw some ham over the border, everyone goes running, no one gets hurt. That's what I'm saying. Launch pigs. Make bacon bombs.
It would scare them just as much. No one would get really hurt. And if they were smart, they would actually, all the cultures would start eating it.
Little pepperonis.
And yeah, they'd be so much happier.
Little pepperonis. Yeah. Huh? What about those ones?
Good.
Yeah.
Shoot those out of guns. Yeah.
More.
Get like a shoulder launcher thingy for like you get big ones.
Yeah. Why those douches over there just can't get their crap together? All of them. Just get your crap together, douchers. Middle East douchers. You got that going on, and then Syria, this dick is killing everybody because they don't like him, and so they say, hey, we don't like you. He's like, oh, that's okay, we'll just shoot you from these bell towers.
We really are very lucky in this part of the world.
Dude, folks, if Afghanistan, hey, Mom, I want to go to school. Whatever, your dad's going to pour acid on your face if you try because you're a girl. You know what I'm saying? In Iraq, hey, I'm going to go outside. Boom!
Hear about this law they're passing in Uganda?
No.
Where if you're openly gay, you could actually get capital punishment.
Really?
Yes.
If you tell people that you're gay, you can be put to death by law.
It's like they're actually passing it in the next week or two, I believe.
Wow. No way.
The
government?
Yes. It's called Kill the Gays Bill.
No way.
It is. It's
Get out of here.
Dude,
Don't mince words.
I'm serious.
Read about it. I want to know more. I want to know about the Kill the Gays Bill. Seems like such an easy title for it, too. You need to do something more fun with that one.
Here's a BBC News story, if it comes up ever.
Oh, a guy, like an actual guy reading the story, or you?
No. Uganda will pass a new law against homosexuality by the end of 2012 as a Christmas gift to its advocates, the Speaker of the Parliament has said. I can't pronounce that name, are demanding this new law. Homosexual acts are already illegal in Uganda, but the bill will be before Parliament proposes tougher sentences for people convicted. Anyway.
Do you remember that dude? The homophobic, the minister against homophobia.
That guy was horrible.
I have it right here. The minister against homophobia, in
Good morning,
Uganda.
everyone. My name is Pastor Dr. Martin Semper. I'm here in the capacity as the chairman of the National Task Force Against Homosexuality in Uganda. We are making legislation to make sure that sodomy and homosexuality never sees the light of legality in this land of the Pearl of Africa. I've taken time to do a little research to know what homosexuals do in the privacy of their bedroom. One of the things they do is like ice cream. And then what happens, even poo-poo comes out. The other poo-poo's out, and then they eat the poo-poo. The other one they do is they have a sex practice called the man's hand.
I need to give this to you.
Yeah.
You got to do something with this.
Yeah, okay. Oh, I forgot how funny this
Sounds
is.
like it's the Sacha Baron Cohen thing or something.
It's like an infomercial.
Yeah,
on,
it is.
Yeah.
It's truly unbelievable. How, like you think you're persecuted if you're gay living in North America.
Not even close.
This is, and we'll have it for you coming up in a second. I just sent it to you. If you can go do that,
sure.
Because and Derek, when you listen to it and cut it up, just really appreciate where the guy's coming from, because he's right on the money.
Oh, yeah. I hope people recognize we're laughing just because of how ridiculous it is in nature.
Jesus. I can't believe that. So the bill that they're passing is called you if someone says, "Hey, we found that this guy's gay," you can actually kill the guy.
Yeah, if there's aggravated homosexuality.
What's aggravated homosexuality? Like Enza the supermodel?
When it's pretty
She's aggravating.
It's pretty rough, I think.
What do you mean rough?
I don't know. No, but I mean, and also what's sad is if you're HIV positive and do that, they have. I mean, this bill will have the right to kill you. The only thing he kind of agrees if it's with a minor.
Oh yeah,
yeah, you kind of agree with that one.
Yeah, especially
any
like
sex.
A diamond miner.
Yeah,
or a coal miner. These guys are dirty.
Those guys are dirty.
Dean Blundell Show.
I don't know what you do.
102.1.
Keep that radio station and shove it up your ass.
The Edge.
Time for your phone calls and email and all that other stuff.
Let's do this.
Do it. Let's do it. In Uganda, they're trying to pass a bill. Todd brought it up this morning. Fascinating. I had no idea, but Todd brought it up. They're trying to pass this bill about where capital punishment if you're gay and they find you out, you're dead. They'll kill you.
There's it goes anywhere from just jail terms for homosexual acts, including life sentences in certain circumstances, to then capital punishment if it's like aggravated or if you have HIV positive.
What's aggravated homosexuality?
I don't know.
Like Richard Simmons aggravating?
You would think.
Like Andy Dick kind of aggravating homosexuality? Yeah. That's what I want to know. What's aggravating? And this is a gift. In case you have any gay or lesbian or bisexual friends that think Canada is an accepting country and you like to rail against it, I want you to praise Canada for all it is, not just allowing same-sex marriages, but encouraging it. Encouraging people. Because in Uganda, if they find out if you're gay, they're just going to take you to the courthouse and kill you. Or throw you in jail for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
So bad, as a matter of fact, they have a minister that deals with this. You know how we have a minister of environment, we got minister of industry, we got the health minister. They get a minister against homosexuality. His name is Dr. Martin Semper. This is an actual video he did. It was a conference that he did in Uganda against homosexuality. I want you to listen to. He's trying to educate people on the dangers of homosexuality. Now, when I say I want you to listen to it, it's not because I want you to learn something from it. Although if you do learn anything from it, you can learn how ugly this side of the world is. Here, have a listen.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Pastor Dr. Martin Semper. I'm here in the capacity as the chairman of the National Task Force Against Homosexuality in Uganda. we are making legislation to make sure that sodomy and homosexuality never sees the light of legality in this land of the Pearl of Africa. I've taken time to do a little research to know what homosexuals do in the privacy of their bedroom.
Research would be a video he watched called Where the Girls Aren't.
1 through 11.
Oh, he probably gave it a pull the whole time, too.
The thing they do is called leaking, where a man's is leaked like this by the other person, like ice cream. And then what happens? Even
I love the guy. Did you hear
up.
that guy in the back?
Yeah.
Listen to this guy. Like ice cream, he says it.
Is leaked like this by the other person, like ice cream.
Because he needed the reminder of what it's like to eat an ice cream.
Like ice cream.
Jesus.
And then what happens? Even comes out. The other is out, and then the other one they do is they have a sex practice called where they their hand into the other man's hand, and it goes all the way, and it is so painful they have to take drugs, but they enjoy it. Now, if we have any children,
this is where I start laughing, because like he's been so graphic and disgusting, but now is when he wants the kids to leave the room. Have a listen to this.
Take drugs, but they enjoy it. Now, if we have any children, please step out.
Now step out. It wasn't so bad to start. Yeah.
That wasn't graphic enough. Get a load of this.
This is a parental guidance moment. Hey, that child can be moved out. So I've done research. This is what they do. Number one, you can see a man here having the other person, and the other person is and this one is all over the place. Tell me, when you have a law against homosexuality, do you say except poo-poo? Hey, I mean, look at this guy sincerely. Bishop. Stagafulaiza.
Look at this, Bishop. Look at this. He's the poo-poo. The poo-poo. All over the place, he said. Listen.
All over the place. Tell me, when you have a law against homosexuality, do you say except poo-poo? Hey, I mean, look at this guy sincerely. Bishop. Stagafulaiza. Hajat, we do not want this sickness. This is sick, and it's therefore deviant. We do not want it.
Now, they start off by each other's genitals and each other. Then this one smears all over the other person's face. As if that is not enough, he puts the hand deeper. As Africans, we want to ask Barack Obama to explain to us, is this what he wants to bring to Africa?
Like a puppet.
Now, they start off by each other's genitals and each other. Then this one smears all over the other person's face. As if that is not enough, he puts the hand deeper. As Africans, we want to ask Barack Obama to explain to us, is this what he wants to bring to Africa as a human right to the of our children?
Oh, man. Yeah. That's incredible.
It is incredible.
Oh, god dang. No wonder they want to kill everybody over there. Whew. Yeah.
Do not want it.
Now, they start off by each other's genitals and each other. Then this one smears all over the other person's face. As if that is not enough, he puts the hand deeper. Africans, we want to ask Barack Obama to explain to us, is this what he wants to bring to Africa as a human right to the of our children?
You really rallied up the troops, though. Yeah.
Hi, this is Gilbert Gottfried. You're listening to the biggest ass in Toronto, the Dean Blundell Show on 102.1 The Edge.
Coming up on the 13th day of December, it is Dean Blundell's Christmas Fest with the Dirty Heads, Kevin Smith, and our next guest, Mr. Craig Gass, world-famous impressionist comedian. Gasser, what's up, bud?
What's going on, you son of a bitch?
I'm the only guy clapping for you. It's all I know. These two dorks won't.
Really? They won't clap?
No.
What's going on?
No.
Craig.
Derek's tired. Todd's hungover.
Really? All right, Todd, what happened last night?
Well, let's just say that the other four guys are hurting today.
Let's just say four other guys in the daisy chain ain't going to walk right for a month.
No, I had a concert with my lady, and maybe I had one too many.
Oh, what was the concert?
Of Monsters and Men. Have you heard of this band?
I've heard of the band. I don't know their music.
Okay. It's good. It's very good. Little Talks, anyway.
Little Talks. What's that?
Can I point something out that I wanted to point out last time I was on the air with you guys because
we have huge wieners. We have huge wieners.
Yeah. You guys got giant hogs. I had an awkward moment, an awkward revelation that Todd turned me on to, and I felt so dumb, and I feel like you guys have kind of not acknowledged it ever since, but I kind of want to bring it to the surface, which is that when we did Sausage Fest, I asked where Derek was, and Todd goes, "Oh, he's out of town." And I go, "Hey, let me ask you a question about Derek, man. He seems really uncomfortable around me. Like, he won't, like, is it just me? Like, but he won't look me in the eye."
Everyone makes me uncomfortable, Craig.
And I'm like, you didn't know, man?
And Todd goes, "Dude, he's blind." No. And he goes, "Yeah, dude, he's blind." And I started laughing, and Todd took it down a notch and started staring at me, and I was like, "Oh, dude, are you serious?"
Yeah.
He did. That's a true story.
Then I started getting really self-conscious about it. I'm like, all right, like Derek is definitely here, right? And they're just messing with me, and they're filming me right now, and this tape is going to come out in a second. And so I kind of thought, and this is the reason why I'm bringing it to surface, because I know you guys talked about it, because it didn't just kind of leave between me and Todd, because the next message I got from Derek about a month later was, "Hey, Craig, it's Derek. You know, the blind guy. Anyways, give me a call." And I was like, "Oh, man."
You know, it's funny because he gets pictures taken, and he's blind, so he has a hard time. He can't focus on where the camera is, and so, he'll do his best to take a picture. He's very self-conscious about it, but he does it anyway. And we get these comments from people on Twitter like, "Why can't he look at the camera?" And I'm like, Jesus Christ, you people, he's blind.
Yeah, my handle is Blind Derek.
I got to intervene here. Did you see the little video we did yesterday?
Yeah.
So we taught Derek, Craig, how to look into the camera. And it's amazing, after over 40 years, I never knew it with Derek, when he has to look directly straight, which would be where the camera would be generally, he's actually, looking to the top?
I think I'm looking down... yeah, something like that.
You're
I'm
looking to the top right.
Direction.
You don't remember the lesson. Jesus.
Wow.
So what have you been doing?
I just want to say that, honest to God, because I went through a phase in my life where I smoked a lot of pot. I thought that Derek was just really shifty-eyed and uncomfortable because he was high.
Well, that too.
He wishes. He did get high once. He ate a whole brownie that someone brought in. And do we have the audio of that still?
I don't know where it is.
Oh, that was one of the funniest things ever. He recorded himself all spaced out on a brownie, and he was talking so fast. He was going like this, "I'm Charlie Sheen. I'm Charlie Sheen. I'm Charlie Sheen. I'm Charlie Sheen."
Really?
Yeah. He was like Rain Man.
Oh, that's beautiful. Hey, man, I got to tell you, I'm really excited you guys are going to let me be a part of this thing. The Christmas holiday spectacular. I'm excited.
Yeah, Christmas Fest is going to be fun. What are you doing for us? Because I know you're going to be co-hosting. It's going to be fun. You're just going to be hanging out with us, doing a few things on stage. But what exactly are you thinking?
Well, it's funny because when Derek called me up to remind me that he was blind and to first mention the Christmas show.
He does that often, by the way, if he needs sympathy.
Yeah.
He'll call me at home at night after dinner, and he'll go, hey, I just wanted to remind you that I am very blind.
Do you ever like over the phone go, how many fingers am I holding up? You ever do that?
It's a video phone, Derek.
Sorry, but what do you plan and what are you thinking?
Well, I had this idea when he first told me, hey, do you want to be a part of this Christmas fest? I said, yeah. I go, it'd be great. I don't know if because, I did the thing at Sausage Fest. I don't know if I necessarily want to do stand-up. I'd like to do something special for the show. And I ran this idea past him and past the promoter, which is I want to be like a recurring theme throughout the night that I want to read Christmas time stories, classic Christmas time stories, as bastardized by different celebrities, like Tracy Morgan, or a horny Arnold Schwarzenegger, or Al Pacino, or Adam Sandler. But I want to read classic Christmas stories as different celebrities, because when a celebrity takes something and bastardize, it's just funny to hear. I'll give you a perfect example. I'll give you like a pop culture thing that we all know, but I'll do it as a celebrity, and it's just funnier when a celebrity does it, okay?
Always.
Yeah.
All right. Here's a pop culture thing that we all know, and I'm going to do it as Christopher Walken. All right, here we go. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but you smell like you put out a lot. Call me, maybe.
You smell like you put out a lot. I would have used that all the time. You smell like you put out.
No, see, that's how you got to do it as a celebrity, though.
I can't do Gasser's stuff, though. He's just such a great walking. I can't do. I'm just going to say, I love that line.
That's cool, man. So that's the idea. Is that I'll just throughout the show, you guys do your thing. You do your thing. I'll hang out with you guys while you do your thing. Kevin will do his thing. The live bands will do their thing, and then throughout the show, I'll get if I get like a big giant Christmas book, and I want to put on a Santa Claus hat and just
keep dropping in, dude. It would be awesome
with some Christmas time stories. So, how do people get tickets for this thing?
They just call Ticketmaster. I think they're pretty cheap, too, and a portion of the proceeds go to Chorus Feeds Kids and the Daily Bread Food Bank, so it's a good cause. It's December 13th, and Gasser's going to be there, from what I understand now, interpreting some of our Christmas caroling favorites / poems / sayings as different celebrities. When you do this, are you going to be dressing up as them, or are you just going to get your Santa hat on and go wing it?
I think I'm going to wing it. I'm going to put on the Santa Claus hat and just do it and say, all right, here's another classic that we all know. It's going to be told through the voice and through the interpretation of whatever. And there's one I'm saving. There's actually, you are bringing me together with Kevin Smith that I'm really fired up about. And there's something that I don't want to say on the air that I did a prank phone call to a radio show about 5 years ago, and Kevin Smith was the guest on the show, and I thought I would just mess with him by calling him as this one specific celebrity. And Kevin's reaction was so cool and so intense. He actually gave a speech about the celebrity that I did on the air with him and said that celebrity that I just called in as was the most important celebrity in his life. And he gave the speech that was just crazy. He said it was the most influential person in his life. And I want to surprise Kevin by doing a reading as that celebrity as well.
So can I ask you a question? Did you called in and pretended to be me?
Craigie, that's a great idea. You should do a bastardized story as Dean Blundell.
No, you shouldn't. No, you shouldn't. No, you shouldn't. No, you shouldn't.
That'd be great.
No.
I'd like to hear his impression of you.
What else you got going on, dude?
How about if I did a read as Derek where I got up on the stage and kept walking off the stage?
Do it. I don't even know if Derek's ever done that. Have you ever walked off a stage?
Yeah, I did it at the Casby's a few years ago.
Oh, my God, you did.
You went out hard.
Yeah, he did walk off the stage. He pulled a Jeff Healey. Pulled a Stevie
Really?
Wonder,
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Bad news.
You know what? Actually, there is one other thing I wanted to tell you about that I'm doing later tonight on Friday night that I'm really excited about. I don't know if you have a minute to hear this.
Yeah.
All right, so I signed a distribution deal a few months ago to do my first ever comedy CD DVD package, right?
Right.
And I've been pitching ideas to musician friends of mine. I used to work in music when I was a kid. I made a lot of friends in the music business, and I'm friends with a lot of my favorite bands. And I've actually got all these guys. Like I had some of the guys in Pearl Jam doing something really stupid on the DVD portion of it. And tonight I'm going into a recording session. The band. This is terrible name dropping. I know it's terrible name dropping, but the band Alice in Chains is recording a new album right now, and I'm going to go into their recording session, and they're going to record some liners from my album. The CD is going to be broken up by all these silly in-studio segments, most of which the recurring theme is bad news stories. There's going to be teasers in between the comedy tracks, like at the end of track 1, you're going to hear a developing story we're working on for you after the show tonight. A new report shows that George Bush knew about September 11th 2 days after the attacks, and then stupid stuff like that. And so some of the guys in Alice in Chains are going to be part of my news team reading these news stories, saying, "And it's true, apples cause AIDS." And
I don't know if apples cause AIDS, but that'd be pretty funny.
but it's
good for you, dude. That sounds like it's going to be fun.
I'm really, really stoked about it. And I'm in the middle of, I didn't know how long it was going to be before you guys called me up, but I posted on my Facebook and on my Twitter about to go on the air with Dean Blundell. In the meanwhile, ask me a question, any question. So I'm actually in the middle of a Q&A session on my Twitter and on my Facebook page. So after I get off the phone with you, I think I'm going to answer a few more dumb questions and be out.
Why don't you just go to bed?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, it's 4:30 almost.
Hey, do that line about smelling like you put out. I love that one.
Do it to someone else now.
Yeah.
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but you smell like you put out a lot. So, call me maybe.
You smell like you put out. I'm going to use that all day. I'm going to walk up to the Tim Hortons chick and go, "Hey, you smell like you put out."
Going to a geriatric home.
You smell like you put out
fire
a lot for years. Gasser, thanks, man. I'm really excited to see you, and thank you so much for agreeing to come to Christmas Fest December 13th. You can get your tickets anytime. Kevin Smith, Craig Gasser, and, of course, Dirty Heads. The Salves will be there as well. We've got some guest appearances by some other bands, but really, really thankful you're coming, dude. Thank you so much.
I can't wait. I'm actually going to be up there for a few days. I'm looking forward to hanging out with you guys. I hope the NHL lockout ends by the time I get there so we can go to a Maple Leaf game. And
way to depress everybody, Craigie.
I'm sorry, but you smell depressed.
The Chorus Broadcasting System presents
The Dean Blundell Show.
Going to be a super-duper program for you.
102.1. The Edge.
Hey, coming up, friends, a couple of things. Rob Ford's missed his court date and the mega mayor's meeting, like where everybody goes, hey, federal government, give us more money. The only mayor that wasn't there?
Rob Ford. You know why? He was coaching football. Football. Don Bosco. Football. It's made with a pig. You get 2 pieces of rye bread, put them around the football.
It's a snack.
Yeah. And that's all it is.
Is there a part of you, though, that is like, it's kind of cool that he's coaching a team to the Metro Bowl? And I don't know. There's like, it's kind of.
I don't care.
Yeah, I know. I think it's kind of neat that he's doing that.
I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. We asked Doug Ford to come in today, too, and I highly doubt he will.
Yeah, I'm guessing he probably won't, but
Maybe
you never
pass.
know. You never know.
Okay. But coming up next, your week in review, everybody. Your week in review. A word to describe today's week in review.
Seaman.
This is The Dean Blundell Show on 102.1 The Edge.
And now, the Dean Blundell Show presents the Week in Review. Yeah, it's true. Week in Review.
Tippy tap, tippy tappa, tippy tappa, tappa, who?
So I was in Chapters yesterday. Chapters Indigo.
Sure, buddy.
No, I was.
Okay.
So I was in Chapters yesterday because my 6-year-old Loves reading. My kids love reading. They're huge readers. My 6-year-old reads at a grade 12 level.
Really?
No.
Okay. I could see that. He's a pretty bright kid.
He's very... But anyway, so my kids love books, so we went and got, the Ripley's Believe It or Not book, and we got the Facts You Don't Know, and then the Diary of a Wimpy Kid, this new thing. Just, what dads do.
You right?
Yeah, no. So anyway... We're in this store getting these books.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there looking at something, and this kid comes over and basically just kind of shoves me out of the way. It's just like
Really?
maybe 6-year-old girl just shoves me out of the way. I kind of look. Prick.
What are you doing?
And then does it again and starts screaming, "Mom! Mom! Mom!" And I'm looking for this mom, and no one can find the mom anyway. This girl screams. And I turned around, and I looked at this kid, and I said, "Shut up! Just shut up! Okay? Shut up."
No, you didn't.
Your mom left. She's never coming back. Because of that voice. Boosh. Leads us to your week in review.
This year, Canada...
The mayor of Toronto cannot say Canada.
Soldiers...
Holding...
Sailors...
Dude, I don't
get it. Air crew...
Weed...
And merchant...
Beef...
Seamen...
Fired.
Farming dicks.
Intercourse. There are no handcuffs that can make her look better.
Zombie on the track.
So he pees out of his bum and he has no wiener. I know what this sounds like. Work it in. You got
Run it
how
over
long
with
you
a
guys
car.
Don't run it over with a car.
Dumb to be trusted with sex.
I'm ovulating.
I'm Ovaltining. You stick these in your bum.
There's a pool in my basement.
Squeeze boils on your bag sack.
Cartoon porn. So,
you're gay.
it was a bisexual orgy. Yeah.
Because he douched right out.
Just a sucker MC.
It happens to the best of you.
Back room, penis enlargement. North end of a southbound dog.
Yeah, you poop out a baby.
Toilet theme park. She's going to give birth to her own grandkid. Squeeze a whole teaspoon of stuff out of your bag and go, yeah, it should be good.
Stop smoking crack.
Lasagna after he has a seizure.
No.
Thank you. Chicken wings.
And semen.
Cookie.
You mean there's 2 studies?
Super nut.
It's like a donut.
Probably something that sounded like this.
You got the Frank of the Bean.
This thing on his finger, he's going to put up his hoop.
That's really good. What?
Butt love.
He looks like a bike courier.
He looks like a douche.
Yeah, a bike courier.
Miserable looking bitch.
You look depressed. I could do that.
Lumpy, gluey, gooey.
Warm, sticky
Stuff on your forehead at your first orgy.
About to jerk it.
Yeah, this guy's a dick. Fatal genital infection.
I like the Frankenstein part.
Me and Selena Gomez have never met.
Pound your fist into it.
I bet they don't like being called zeros.
Running a whorehouse.
Had sushi and warm, creamy sake.
No flesh peddler corrected anally in prison.
That out anytime someone uses the word sea oyster.
Made the front of my pants big.
Get it? It's like she can read my mind or something.
We loved you too so much. Oh, yeah.
She knew right away with man spirit.
It's raining out.
Hurricane sandwich.
Sack. Put it in the back. Dick Wallet 101.
Oh, you had a knife in your hoop?
51 rubbers filled with heroin.
Cut your junk on something else.
Keeling over, whacking it all the time. Little love oyster. Effed in the head.
You too may pee out of your bum one day.
This is going to be the best. Look like about like 10 mila.
How'd it open?
I like yogurt.
Put a ball in there overnight.
Piece of crap.
Dr. Phil McCracken.
Did they get the Sawzall and put the dildo on the end of it?
Time for the big old fake.
Tell him, Alan.
Order!
Have an order of
Order in the courtroom.
French fries.
Bet you the last shot might have been somewhere along your backside.
Glopping.
Yeah, it didn't fade to black. Quite the opposite.
I can't stop jerking off.
Glopping, then popping.
If popping had 2 O's, that would be pooping. Just shoved a brony
Merchant... Seamen.
with his big bony.
Dean, the new My Little Pony episode was on.
Okay.
I know.
Cartoon horse.
My little pony, little and pony, here in my basement of my mom's house.
Friendship is magic.
Friendship is magic. It's also hard to get out of your hair.
This is the Dean Blundell Show on 102.1 The Edge.
So, Rob Ford, mayor of the city, 370 pounds of him or whatever he is now. Yeah, close. He's got to be. He's huge. Yeah. He's even bigger than he was before.
Tank.
He coaches a football team. There's one nice thing he does. He funds and coaches a football team. He may take liberties by commandeering city vehicles to transfer them around. He may take liberties by using his personal phone and getting other people to run errands for him that work for him at the city for his football team. He may. I don't know.
No. That's why they introduced
We don't know for sure, but what I do know is that it's probably for sure.
Anyway. I was going to say that's why they introduced a new streetcar yesterday, just for this team.
Yeah.
It's the Don Bosco streetcar. Everybody get out!
So yesterday, his team undefeated. They won some game that gets him into like the Toronto finals, and then the Metro Bowl of all the best football teams in the GTA. So, like, you down to the last four. I guess it's the semifinals before the big one, and never won any kind of championship before. So he's very excited. So anyway, they won. I don't even care what the score was. Doesn't matter.
Shut him out, Dean.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, 31-0.
31 dick.
They kicked some Rob Ford ass.
Okay. No, Rob Ford kicked some
Northern Redmond.
That one.
Red Knights.
Red Knights.
Come on. Get to know your high school mascots, man. I don't know what they were either. I just saw it. So anyway, this is after the victory, them dumping Gatorade on him, and if you listen carefully,
you can hear him go, yeah, this is the best! Football!
How proud are you? 20 years in the making. I've been coaching for 19 years. I never got to the Toronto finals. Got here, we won it. Now we got to take on St. Andrews, and then we want the Grand Poobah. We want that Metro Bowl.
How proud are you of your boys?
It's unbelievable. We have a very young team, and words can't describe. These kids work hard every night, 3 hours. It's nonstop. Excuse me, I just want to wish the other team the best of luck.
That's what he should be doing. You know that? He should just be coaching football.
He's a great... Yeah.
If that's exactly what he loves to do, that's what he should do.
You know what? And put a reality show around him then.
Totally.
Yeah, that would be entertaining. Better than being the mayor.
Oh, that's pretty entertaining too.
That would be a good reality show.
When he's the mayor, the news is a great reality show. Really, it is.
I just can't believe when the gator was dumped, he didn't turn around and just try and
open his mouth up. like some kind of crazy cartoon where you open your mouth and it gets like 50 times bigger than it was before.
Yeah.
Fill it with gravy for the next game. Okay, guys, pre-game, empty all the Gatorade and fill them all with pork rinds.
And we win.
There's a great picture of him eating a beef patty during the game, too.
Oh, my goodness.
Have you seen that one?
Yes, I have.
It's the best. If you haven't, send it to me, of Rob Ford eating a beef patty as he's coaching.
It's on my blog, I think.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, maybe last week sometime.
Because heaven knows... Heaven knows, in the middle of a football game, a guy's got to have a beef patty.
It's stressful. Someone quick, give me a beef patty. I'm freaking out.
The best is I just titled it, Rob Ford Eats a Beef Patty.
There it is. Oh, guys. Okay, you got my clipboard?
Yep.
You got the water bottles?
Yep.
You got the tape?
Yep.
Video guy set up?
Yep.
Get the beef patties?
Yep.
Can you imagine him yelling at one of the kids too, like made a bad play as he's eating?
Get over here! Get over it! What are you doing out there? Hang on a second. You're supposed to run a button hook. Hang on a sec. Hey, someone get me another one of these things. They're delicious. Fill it with whipped cream.
Hi, it's future Hall of Famer Jeremy Roenick. The only one thing I regret more than not playing for the Leafs is not getting to know Dean Blundell sooner. I know Todd pretty well, though. We both rehabbed a groin injury at the same time. Todd's groin wasn't hockey-related, though. Mine was.
The Dean Blundell Show on the Edge.
Got an email from Nathan. He's on the phone. Hey, Nathan.
Hey.
What's up?
What's up?
I got an 11-year relationship. We've been married for 4 years this year. I'm the first love she's ever known. And she comes to me in the past little while saying how she misses all the experiences she never had, and she wants new friends because she's tired of going to the bars and everyone coming up to her saying, "Oh, hey, you're Nathan's wife," and I can totally understand that. So,
Are you famous, Nathan?
Pardon? No.
Are you famous?
No, I've just been to 5 high schools, so I'm well socialized.
Oh, okay, yeah. You have a lot of buddies, and you're pretty social guy, yeah.
Yeah. So, and that's cool, and I totally understand that, and I want her to go do her thing, make new friends, et cetera, et cetera. And, but things are getting rough, and I'm not the perfect man. I think I'm a typical man, so I lie about small little things, and she seems to blow it into much larger things, but then she compounds the little lies into this giant, I don't know, lie smorgasbord that over the 10 years she's built up, and she uses the whole 10 years worth on me, and it's fair because it happened. I did it, and that's fine.
What would you lie about?
Not lying about like cheating on her or anything, but like if I say I'm going to somebody's house,
yeah,
I would have lied and said I'm going to this other person's house because I know she doesn't like them. I like them; they're still my friends, but she doesn't approve of them.
Would those friends ever be women?
Pardon? No.
Okay.
No, other guys, and but then recently I've been having problems with her, so I went and talked to a female friend of mine to try and get some perspective. I made the mistake of lying about where I was going to talk to this female, not to like do anything else, just to talk to her.
Yeah.
Apparently that was a problem. I probably should have been truthful, but had I been truthful, we don't know now, right? Because I wasn't truthful, but I had to believe that if I was truthful, I probably would have gotten just as much trouble, if not more.
Unfortunately, sir, the only thing I hear from you is you're afraid of your wife.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I'm afraid for my daughter.
Yeah, and you know what? I can tell you, I'm living proof of someone. Not only do I understand what you're saying, I've been there. And here's what you have to do.
Yeah.
Do you love her?
I do love her.
Why are you in love with her?
I am, but it's
you want to hey
Sorry,
whoa, Chief, whoa, back it up. You love her, you're not really in love with her, you just wished it was the way it was before, and things are way out of hand now, and you don't know if you can keep going like this.
That's right.
You can't. So you got two decisions to make. A, you guys go get counseling, or B, you just bail. And I don't mean bail on the kid. I mean you go bail on her, and that means that a number of things. They could just say, "Hey, our marriage is over. I'm taking the ring off. Forget it. I'm not accountable to you anymore." Because accountability is really the biggest part of separation/divorce. Understanding both people are not accountable to each other anymore, but still accountable to their kids, right? And if she doesn't want to be there and she feels like she's missed out, then let her go.
But what if I feel my kid isn't best? It's not she's a dangerous mother or anything like that. It's just some of the things that she does. It's not like good for a small girl to see.
Yeah, well, why? What does she do? First of all, I also understand
daughter,
that.
My 2-year-old wears lipstick, puts it on herself, perfectly fine. That's my wife's doing.
Whoa.
Yeah, you know what? Unless they have unless there's a health issue, a safety issue, or an education issue, they won't care about that.
It's a psychological issue.
Well, someone else will have to decide that, though.
Excellent. Well, I hope that's what happens. It's just like, I don't know. It's not that she's not a good person. It's that she's not the kind
questionable.
of person.
She makes questionable parenting decisions.
Can I ask you a question, man? And again, I speak from no experience when it comes to marriage or divorce, obviously. But I just want to ask you: have you had this type of conversation with her, or just with us?
Yeah.
Yeah. And how does she reply?
Oh, I'm the asshole.
Yeah.
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 That's tough.
How old is she? How old is she?
My wife?
Yeah.
She's 25.
What are her parents like?
They're Catholic.
Are they messed up?
They're very religious. No, they're not totally messed up. It's just I don't see eye to eye with them. I've had to call the cops on her dad because when she was 18, she wanted to move out, and her stuff became his stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's not happening, so I called the cops to get her out of that house.
You can't swear.
Sorry.
That's okay.
My apologies.
That's all right. Yeah, you either go get counseling or you tell her it's over. There's no in between, because you can't languish in wondering what she's going to be like when you get home. You can't when you drive. Let me ask you something. When you drive home from work or you're driving home and you're going to see her, you get all anxious, going, "Oh man, I wonder if she's going to think I'm lying about something or question everything you do." Because once you lie, they question everything. Everything, doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah, that's what's going on. I really operate on the basis of it's easier to. What was it?
Forgiveness instead of permission.
Yeah. That's my strategy with her.
No, clearly it's not working.
No, you need permission.
Well, no, because if you get permission, then you do it anyways. You're just an asshole.
Let me ask you this, Todd. How does this work? How's this going to work? You can't get permission for someone. You go, okay, you be her, I'll be this guy.
Okay.
Hey, listen, I'm just wondering, I'm going to head out for the night. Is that cool?
Where are you going?
Well, I just want to go hand blast this waitress at Jack Astor's.
All right, I don't give you permission. I see what you're saying.
I would never do that.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Do yourself a favor. Either you go get some counseling or just deep six it, because there isn't and I said this before, it's going to drive you crazy. You're going to have anxiety all the time, and I've said it once, there is not one person on this planet that is worth your sanity. Not one. Maybe your kids.
So do I kill her with kindness and just leave her everything except my computer? And
No. No. You sound like you were already ready to go. You just wanted to get confirmation.
Yeah, I actually know what I'm taking if I go.
No, so here's what you do. First thing you have to. Have you seen a lawyer yet?
No, but I was looking at them on Google this morning.
You mean you didn't watch late night TV and dial one up? Okay.
Hey, go there's someone that can give you some good advice, and then make your decision based on the best interest of your kid. And it's in the best interest of your kid to be fair to her. That's all it is. And it's not, you can't, especially when you get guys look at it like, oh, this is mine, this is theirs. Now, there's been issues that I've had, and I've only had them because it's just an obscene amount of everything. So, but as long as your kids are okay, it doesn't matter. And that's your focus, and keep it your focus, not her.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks for your time.
Later, dude.
Good job.
Good luck to you, buddy. Say bye to half your stuff.
More and more.
Yeah. Your life's going to suck. No, I don't know. I don't know.
It does. It's a grind.
Tough,
it's a grind for, divorce is like, and if there's any guy out there listening, it is such a grind in every capacity, from filling out paperwork to getting taxed this and then earnings that. And,
what's really fun is lawyers' bills.
Oh, they're awesome.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Is it more work than just putting up with the person?
Yeah, but it's so much more worth it in the end.
The outcome.
Yeah. The edge.
Hey.
Yeah, the work is only worth your sanity too, right?
Right.
If you're just willing to be happy, that's it. Hey, man, what's up?
Yeah, I was just calling in to say I just want to do the same thing as Buddy, and just let her go. You gotta let her go.
Why is that? What happened?
Well, I was with a girl for 11 years, had a couple kids. She wanted to make some new friends and this and that. Next thing I know, she's found a guy.
Mm-hmm.
Making new friends is code for women for I'm leaving for something different.
Yeah, dude, it is.
Well, we shouldn't stereotype.
No, it is, dude. You kidding me? Making says, I want to go and explore things. I want to meet new people. I want to go to You know what she's saying to you? Yeah. She's saying to you, I got hand blasted in the linen closet at work, stationery room or the Xerox room by Jimmy from accounting. And now it's really opened my eyes up to see that I want to go and experience something else.
Well, what was that action I was doing when that other guy was talking about his wife saying she wanted to meet new friends? That's what I was doing the whole time to Dean.
Is that not correct?
Oh, that's absolutely right.
What happened with you?
Well, I was in a relationship for 11 years, and it got a little sour after we had some kids, and got a little difficult. And exact same thing, the compounding of the lying. You can't go visit your buddies on this night because you got to cuddle on the couch, and you got to do this, and you got to do that.
The worst.
And you just get wound around and around and around.
And then when you don't want to come home from work because you don't know who that person is on the other side of the door, if they're going to accuse you of doing something you didn't do, and if you're going to get accused of it anyway, why not just end it and go do what you got to do?
It took a few beers every night to get home for myself.
Oh wow!
That's
dude, tough.
I'm telling you, for me, I was at 26 of vodka almost a day.
Yeah,
up until 2 years ago.
Solid beers, little 420 action before you come through the door.
Yeah,
and then it's not a couple hours after that before you finish that 6-pack off.
Yeah. You guys are really selling marriage here.
I gotta get into that.
I told my buddies I'd be marrying my buddy next time.
I've said that before too.
Woman.
I said to Todd if he had I've said to Todd if he had boobs and vagina, I'd marry him.
I could get one.
Right.
That could be arranged, big boy.
You get some pretty sweet titties.
Can you imagine if I walked in here one day? So, guys, I got an announcement to make.
I got boobs in a vagina.
And it's inverted.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Boom.
You want to see that? It's inverted.
Attention, citizens of Florida. Attention, citizens of Louisiana.
The Dean Blundell Show.
It's going to be category 5 or greater.
102.1.
The
Edge.
Hi, The Edge.
Hi there.
Hey, what's your name?
My name's Rob.
Hey, Rob. What's up?
So I was just wanting to make a comment. I was at my psychiatrist the other day, and I said to her, I wake up every morning and I thank God that I'm gay. And I think it's because I listen to you guys, and you guys have so many listeners, including yourself, that are not happy with your straight lives or your wives or this, that, the other.
No. I'm not happy with my straight life. I'm very happy with my straight life. Happier than I've ever been.
But now that you're divorced.
Yes.
Right. So, and I see so much pressure by society and by parents for guys to grow up and get wives and this, that, the other. And at the end of the day, they end up in miserable lives. And I'm happy. I'm single. I got my nice place. I can do whatever I want, whenever I want.
How old are you?
I'm 34.
You're 34. Have you been out like your whole life, your whole adult life?
Pretty much since I was 16, since high school.
And so do you have any gay friends that are divorced?
One, but I mean, it's everyone at least the people that I know, they're successful in their own right. So we know what is ours. I would imagine.
Mm-hmm. What's your name, man?
Rob. My name's Rob.
Rob.
Yeah.
I'm offended.
Why?
You're stereotyping.
All us straighties.
Wait. Talking about stereotyping, the other thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about is how do you guys feel about gay guys? Because every time you talk about
totally
gay guys,
cool. Honestly,
every time you talk about gay guys, you put on that stupid gay accent.
Sorry. Which one's that? You try it. Wait a second, you're doing it now. Dude, listen, it's a well-known fact. If you were to take 100 gay dudes, you put them in a room, a lot of people would have a little more of effeminate accenture. They would a little more effeminate speak. And it's not a negative thing. That's just something I've noticed. It's not. I'm not like saying, you guys sound like you're a bunch of ladies. I didn't say that.
I sound like it?
Yeah, you sound gay. It's true.
That's awesome.
But you know what? It's interesting. How do I feel about gay guys? I've said this time and time again. I wished sometimes I was gay because I like hanging out with dudes. I want to be cleaner and neater. I wished I was in better shape. I'd care a whole lot more about what chicks would think. And I'd know how to cook, and I would be probably a lot more empathetic to the needs of others.
Okay,
now, that sounds like a pretty good deal. However, the one thing I couldn't do, it's the wiener. I don't want anything to do. I don't even like my own.
Fine. I get it. But here, look, I have a quick story for you, and I know you guys are doing a show. I had a buddy who
sound gay.
I have a friend. I have a friend who I've known since high school.
Yeah.
And then maybe like 5-6 years ago, him and I started getting it on, and he was straight up until then. But then after 3 years of this on and off stuff, he decided to go with this chick, and all of a sudden it becomes this whole other different ball game where now she's looking to get married, she's looking to have a child, they just got a house together, blah blah blah. And meanwhile, the poor girl doesn't know that he likes it up the pooper. What,
that didn't sound gay at all.
You're gonna have to rephrase that. The poor girl didn't know that he likes to have it fired up the old backwad.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. So now he was the catcher. You pitched.
Oh, it went both ways.
Oh, okay. You guys shared in the duties, and so do you feel like you have to tell her that he?
No, it's not my business.
Like the old fudge train. Yeah. What?
10 years down the road, the poor girl is going to wake up and realize, just like you had stories about some girl who called in and said, "Oh my, I got something in the mail and it was something that I didn't order." I don't know if you remember that. I think it was last week. Yeah. That's clearly what's going to happen.
Dude, I like you. This guy's a good guy because I like the fact that you don't feel the need to get catty and have to disclose that to the girl. You respect that guy's privacy, which is very neat because I would imagine a lot of people would be vengeful for that.
Oh, well, why do you think I see a psychiatrist? Come on.
Because he's vengeful.
No, but
he's an angry gay dude. He's one of them angry dudes.
No, but you probably see a psychiatrist because you're just dealing with the fact that you're a good guy, and it's, for some reason we're deemed not to.
Why don't we ask him why he's seeing a psychiatrist?
Yeah, why do you see a psychiatrist?
Oh, well, because my life is tough sometimes.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I applaud you for not outing this dude. Second of all, is he?
I've outed him to all my friends. Everybody knows.
Oh, okay. Well, that's. Then I take it back.
No, but
let me ask you a question. So, is this guy bisexual or is he gay?
I don't know. He's confused.
Well, this is what gay guys that want to be with a bisexual guy say when the bisexual guy's with a girl. They say he's confused.
Hey, before me, and he told me before he said, "Oh, you'll have tough talk." I don't talk to girls very much. I got really uncomfortable around them. This, that, the other.
Yeah.
How'd you guys meet?
We went to high school together.
But how did it start? I meant, like, how did you decide that, like, you guys are going to start having sex together?
It happened on a Pride year. On Pride.
Oh.
Todd, that's how they all happen. That's how all the straights are turned gay.
Exactly.
Duh.
Maybe that's why Rob Ford's afraid to go.
Probably. Starting to get Fordsy now.
Anyway.
But can I ask this guy one more question?
Yeah.
Sorry. Sure. No, because he asked us how do we feel about gay people, but he listens to the show, and I'm like, would you actually think that we would feel negatively about them?
I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, these guys are being dicks.
No, you know what? Hold it. Sexual preference or not, whether you're from India or not, whether you're from China or not, whether you're from Poland or not, whether you're Hispanic or not, to give real life context to the things we're talking about, whether we use an effeminate sounding voice, we never look at it in a negative way. We always just say, and when I say something's when I say, oh, that's gay, unfortunately, homosexuals don't own the word gay. And there's a multitude of different and I'm not going to give that word back to you. I'm not going to give the word retard up to anybody or any specific group. I just won't. Because I'm in charge of my English language, and I know what my intentions are when I say things. So it's not up to someone else to interpret it improperly, right?
Sure. And I have the right to turn off the radio if I didn't like it.
Exactly. This is why we like you.
Yeah, I'm going to be gay now.
Yeah. You're an awesome dude.
Well, you should see me dressed up as a girl. Then I want to see what you have.
Why, do you look hot? Do you look like a chick?
I'm smoking.
Really?
I used to work as a female bartender in straight clubs for 5 years.
Where? What clubs?
Now I'm disclosing too much.
Okay.
Dude,
that's crazy.
Please tell me you never got hand blasted by a tall Jewish guy at Jack Astor's.
No, but one time I took this kid unsuspectingly to a coat check room and gave him mouth love, and he had no idea. That's
rotten. You are a rotten gay man.
No wonder why you're seeing a shrink.
That's a time bomb right there.
By the way, it's the best one I ever got, though.
All right, dude, you call us anytime. You're all right.
All right, cool. Thanks.
Okay, you be good.
Thanks, man. Have a good day. Bye.
Thanks, Rob. See, this guy, he knows what the score is, as they say. He knows the score.
I just hope people really do understand how accepting we are, and we just have fun with things.
I will. If I talk about a cab driver, I will use a cab driving accent.
Yeah.
If I talk about a delivery food guy, I use that accent.
Talk like a white dude.
Here you go. How's this? If I talk about a gay guy, I use an effeminate accent. Not all gay guys are effeminate, but I'm not saying that's a negative thing. And you can only get in trouble from what I understand. And trust me, we've gotten in enough trouble to clearly identify the rules and regulations. When I use an effeminate voice, it's not that I'm being negative.
No.
If I talk like this, how can you say I'm just talking like a woman? No, it's just an effeminate voice. And the majority of gay men that I've met are effeminate. That's
nothing.
And the ones that
it.
aren't, I'll talk like them too. So you know, I'd say suck it, but that might mean something. I don't want it to mean any more than what I think.
Don't go check your coat.
Hey, it's Luther Rickno, the Todd Shapiro of Comic-Con Festivals. You're listening to the Dean Blundell Show on 102.1 The Edge.
All right, time for Will Hoppin'. Contest where you confess to doing something no one knows about. The best confession wins. What do we got again?
That Mr. Sub gift certificate for $100.
That's awesome. And, you have to use it all. Can you use it all at one time? Do you have to use it all at one time, or can you just keep coming back till it's gone?
Pretty sure you can go back till it's gone. If not, I suggest extra meat.
Also, $100 worth of meat in the sub.
And the concert at the Metro Convention Center, which is featuring, it's a Grey Cup festival, and it's featuring Sam Roberts and Treble Charger and Matt Good.
All right. Time for Will Hoppin'. Hi, The Edge.
Hi.
Hey, what's your name?
Jennifer.
What happened?
Hey, what happened?
Hey, what happened?
What the happened?
What happened?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Well, it was April Fool's, and my friend of mine and I were trying to hook my sister up so nicely, so we made her chocolate peanut butter sandwiches. Unfortunately, we didn't use chocolate, and she ate it all and loved it. And we never told her.
What was in it?
It was dog poop.
How old were you?
This was probably 10 years ago, so I was about 19.
So you're an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Old enough
kind of was. But
Well, you can get arrested for that, I think.
Yeah.
At the edge.
Hey, Dean.
Hey, what's up?
Not much. How about you?
Nothing. How you doing? What are you doing? Where are you? Who is this? What are you? What am I doing? Who are you?
I'm heading in. My name's Chris,
Hey.
and I have a confession that almost cost me my eye.
Okay.
We were at a strip joint that's north of Toronto.
Oh, starting off poorly.
And we're up there feeding them a bunch of drinks and having a good time. And then they say, we got to go up on the stage. You guys got to get up there with a couple $5 bills. It's going to be really fun. So the two of them are up there, and, they're doing some stuff to each other and whatever. And then, they kind of give us let's go kind of thing. So we get up there and put a 5 in our mouths. They do my buddy first, and then she does me. She's got the business end of herself pointed at me after she's taken the bill off of my nose, and her friend grabs her rear and just slams it down on my face. I mean, to the point that it hurt, I thought I might have even had a broken nose. But as she comes up off of me, I could feel a little bit of fluid on my face.
Oh, no.
And my thoughts were that maybe somebody had thrown a drink or something, Anyways, so the one girl looks at me and laughs. The other one laughs really hard. And then the other one who's done it to me kind of has this shameful look on her face.
Who's done it?
So I go into the washroom. I wash my face off.
I love it.
I come back out. The girl that's done it to me is like, oh, I'm really sorry. Oh, I'll take you to the lap lounge there, and I'll give you some free dances. I'm like, I kind of lost the moment. I'm not sure if I really want to go back there now. So, anyways, I go home and wake up the next morning, and my eye is like welded shut with mucus.
Yeah.
Pink eye.
And really bad. So I go to my doctor, and I explained to him what happened, and he said, this has happened in 24 hours. You got to go to the hospital. So I go, okay. So I go to the hospital. They do a test. They had to inject antibiotics directly into my eye.
Oh, no.
Because the greater concern of just losing the eye was that if the infection traveled down the optic nerve into my brain, it could have killed me.
Yeah.
So I had to sit through that 3 times. I was in there for 8 hours. I had a fever, and I had to explain the exact same story like 5 times to medical professionals about what I'd done the night before, why there was poo in my eye.
All for $5.
All for $5.
Is there a moral to the story?
It's solid value. The moral for the story is, if it seems too good to be true for $5, it probably is.
On the Dean Blundell Show. Yeah. Wow. That's terrible.
Yeah, it wasn't cool.
Stripper poop almost made him blind and dead. He almost got killed by stripper poop.
It's really quite fascinating.
Wow.
Stripper ass will cost you something.
Yeah. In your case, almost your vision in your life, but...
Hey, for a change, though, you got the shots in the eye.
He's like, how's that feel? Huh? How's that feel? That's how we feel.
What's up, everybody? This is Steve-O, and you're listening to Dean Blundell on 102.1 The Edge.
Your Toronto Blue Jays made arguably probably one of the biggest trades in baseball history, right behind the Babe Ruth thing. Remember that Babe Ruth thing?
For money.
But what do we know? Why don't we ask someone that actually played the game? One of the greatest clutch hitters. People don't know this. He drove in 6 RBIs 2 times his career. Had a hitting percentage just under 500 with players on base. One of the greats. And your broadcast for your Blue Jays. His voice makes me feel happy. Mr. Pat Tabler, everybody.
Good morning, everybody. How's everything going, guys?
Good. How's that introduction?
Well, that's a little bit over the top, and I really appreciate that.
No, it's true. I didn't know that. You have an average of just under 500 with players on base. You uncanny ability to hit with players in scoring position.
Well, didn't hit a lot of home runs, so I figured I'd get some RBIs when the guys were on base.
Hey, thanks so much for your time, Mr. Tabler. We appreciate it. Also a World Series winner with your Toronto Blue Jays. You and Buck Martinez do just an awesome job. So let's get to it. The trade that the Jays made yesterday. Where do you rank this among trades in baseball?
Wow. If it goes through, which I'm sure it's going to go through and all that kind of stuff, pending all the physicals and everything like that, I think you have to rank it right up there with some of the best trades ever in the history of baseball. Sheer numbers, trading sides, 12 players in the trade. Blue Jays getting 5 players who are outstanding, great players that really just changes the look of the Blue Jays and the face of the franchise in one fell swoop. Alex Anthopoulos was able to fill a lot of holes on this roster. And I was talking to a newspaper guy the other day, and we were talking about the Blue Jays and what it takes to get better. I was like, get better players. Well, in one fell swoop, they got better players, and they really did a great job.
What do you make of the trade from a standpoint of it not being approved yet, and what we gave back to Florida or Miami in return? What do you kind of make of the darker side of the trade?
Well, first of all, these are all formalities and everything that has to go through baseball. The money has to be approved, and they have to take physicals, make sure that there's no hidden injuries or anything like that. But once the dust settles on all of that, when I first heard about the trade, the major league players that were sent to Florida, to the Marlins, I thought getting Jose Reyes for the major league players, Escobar, Henderson Alvarez, and Jeff Mathis, right there I thought I'd do that trade any day.
Yeah.
Then you throw in a number one in Josh Johnson. Big fan of Mark Burley, love Mark Burley. You get another speedy guy who can play second base in Bonifacio. And then you get another catcher in John Buck. So now I would have made the trade just for Reyes. He's that good. The minor league players that went the other way, I think Adeiny Echeverria is going to be very good. The things that I saw from him in the last 6 weeks or so of the season, I think he's going to be a very good player. Justin Nicolino, I know a little something about him. I think he's going to be a big leaguer, but he's 2, maybe 3 years away from the major leagues. He was an A-ball last year. The other two, the other pitcher, Discalfini, I think you pronounce it, he was an A-ball last year, so he's 3 years away. And Marisnik's got a lot of talent, but they're loaded with outfielders and center fielders in the lower minor leagues. I think getting them with the Marlins, they get some young players that they can build around for the next 3 or 4 years. The Blue Jays get instant major league players who are all-stars, and it shoots them, I think, up the standings if everything goes right, if everybody stays healthy and everybody does the things that they're supposed to do. I think it was fantastic. And true to Alex Anthopoulos, no one knew anything about this, and all of a sudden he drops a bomb on us, and we're loving it.
When Pat Tabler, our guest from your Toronto Blue Jays, play-by-play announcer, color guy for the Toronto Blue Jays, hit with Buck Martinez. So we watched this trade happen. Everybody, and Bud Selig said it yesterday, people in Toronto happy, people in Miami really angry at Mr. Laurie. Really angry.
Including some of their players here.
Yeah.
Well, hang with them. It's about time Toronto got to do the other side, get the big league players and start thinking about winning and winning championships now instead of always finishing towards the bottom of the standings in the American League East. I love it. They're in the game.
Yeah.
They've shoved all their chips into the middle, and they're saying, hey, we're going for it, and I love that. The only problem I have is, why didn't you go out and get Giancarlo Stanton while you were at it? I mean, if you're going for broke, why didn't you have him in the trade? I'm just kidding, of course. The guy's a star. I think he's going to be one of the best power hitters of all time.
Yeah.
But what they did, and I don't think Alex is done. I really don't. I think he still wants to get more pitching.
Well, this is my next question, because I was reading Pro Sports Daily the other day. I like to go there. I love rumors almost more than I like the sport. I don't know why. But it's and I love the sport, and I've been a Jays fan my whole life. But when you read what I'm reading, I'm hearing that we could be dealing for more pitching. I've heard the name R.A. Dickey, which just seems silly at this point.
The name or the person?
The person,
Okay.
Mr. Dickey, who won the Cy Young in the National League this year. What else are you hearing?
Well, we've heard the Texas rumors that they're looking for a catcher, and the Blue Jays now have 4 legitimate major league catchers on their 40-man roster. So again, they'd be dealing from strength, and Texas has a lot of good young pitching and a lot of very good young players in their farm system if they decide to go that way. I always said that I think if they wanted to get pitching, I think they're going to have to trade for it. I think it's going to be a tough sell to sign guys before the trade as free agents. I think free agents would rather go to other places.
Yeah.
Maybe not now, but I think it's always through the trading that the Blue Jays were going to be able to try to fix their pitching staff. Well, they've done that. And one other thing that it does, you got Johnson and Burley, veterans at the top. That pushes Ricky Romero and Brandon Morrow down the list to the 3 and the 4, which I think they're a little bit better suited for. And
the lack of pressure, too.
Yeah.
I mean, it takes a whole bunch of pressure off those guys.
Well, that's relative. When you say you're number 1, I think that's self-inflicted. I think you just go out there and compete. Doesn't matter if you're a 1 or a 2. Early in the season, you might match up against the other team's 3 and 4. And in that way, the pressure is taken off. But both Brandon and Ricky are so competitive that it doesn't really matter where they pitch. I think it just evens out the organization, the pitching staff, and it's a better feel having a guy, if he's healthy, Josh Johnson starting your first game and being your number 1, a guy that you can lean on.
Let me ask you a couple names I'll throw at you here. Ryan Dempster.
Wouldn't mind seeing him. He's a winner.
Mm-hmm.
If the money works in the numbers, Canadian guy certainly makes sense for him. That if he'd be interested to sign there, if the money works out. I'm not sure what the payroll implications are now with how high it's going to go and all that kind of stuff, or what they want to do. But certainly, I think if you dig down deep and you look at all this, I think the fans of the Blue Jays have to be commended here, because they came out last year and they supported the team, and they showed a lot of, they come out to the game, they showed a lot of pride. They went out there and they said, if you support the team, we're going to do something big. So I think it all starts with the attendance that went way up this year. Mm-hmm. So kudos to the fans of the Blue Jays who came out and supported them this year.
Almost help influence a decision like this, right? There's so much energy, and now we expect something.
Yeah, absolutely. In another word, Jason Bay.
No, not for me. A little bit older. He's had some injury problems over the last few years. That wasn't a real good fit, I thought, for him in New York. I think the Blue Jays might do something for left field, but I don't know if that's really a fit for what they're trying to do. They're trying to get younger and a little bit more athletic.
Last question, Kurt Bakwova.
Who?
Light hitting utility infielder Kurt Bakwova. He used to play for
Kurt Pavakwa?
Yeah, you remember him?
Absolutely, I remember Kurt Pavakwa.
He had the greatest stash ever for about a year and a half. I loved it. As you did when you played for the Indians, by the way. I almost didn't recognize you.
Please don't bring that up. Those were some bad times with that foreign stash working.
I was going to say, what you think we should go out and get Jose Canseco?
No, dude, we've already been through enough. Pat Tabler, our guest, talking about the trade. Now, last question too. Do you know if and when it'll be official and what's left? I know I know a couple of guys are out of town for physicals. So
yeah, all I heard is today could be the day that it could all be official. I mean, it takes some time to get guys into town and matching up schedules and getting everybody involved. So it takes 3 or 4 days. Friday, Monday, something like that. I'm sure they want to wrap it all up before the American holiday here that's coming up next week.
All right. Well, listen, I really appreciate your time. Really excited for you to call games again this year, especially considering some of the changes we've made. And you've got to be excited, too.
They should hire you for manager.
Yeah.
That's the next big thing. And I'm sitting back, and I'm sure the list got a little bit longer. People calling in said, sure, I wouldn't mind managing.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm not one of them. I like where Buck and I are sitting, and we just have a lot of fun. And I think it's going to be a big summer this year. I wish we could start tomorrow.
Yeah, no kidding, dude. It's exciting, and it's nice for the city of Toronto to have something to look forward to, especially considering some of the hard times in the last 20 years for that team. So
it's been tough, and I think it's great for all of Canada because Toronto certainly is Canada's team.
Really appreciate your time. Pat Tabler, thank you so much. Hopefully we can call on you a couple times during the year.
Sure, guys. Anytime. Have a great day.
All the best.
You too, man.
Same to you.
Bye-bye. That's a classy guy. Him and Buck could be the classiest guys ever.
Was his car door open the whole time?
I think so.
Okay.
The Dean Blundell Show on 102.1 The Edge.
Maybe your life is full of sorrow. Y'all listen up. This chick sees tomorrow.
I think it's like that. Get mad.
It's Psychic Nikki on the Dean Blundell Show.
Come on.
It's Psychic Nikki on the Dean Blundell Show.
It's the queen, y'all.
It's Psychic Nikki doing her thing.
Oh, Jesus. Morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm okay.
How are you?
I'm good.
Let's get right to some predictions here.
Yeah, now all this trouble in the Middle East, I predict
it's going to blow up. I know
it's going to blow
terrible.
up. You're going to get Iran.
What's going to happen?
And,
what do you think? Where do you think it's going to? Give us some of the big
well,
marks here.
I see Iran and Israel doing it, right? And this is going to escalate Syria, Turkey. It's going to be terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting that. And this is what I saw for a long time by the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then you're going to get North Korea's been testing rockets again, so they're going to hit South Korea.
Really?
Yeah. And there's going to be demonstrations all over the world, in regards to this Middle Eastern fiasco. But this is going to cause a terrorist attack, too.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because I see...
Where?
Okay, I see New York City from the Bowery, Upper Manhattan, Lower Manhattan getting blown up.
Whole New York?
Well,
all of it?
Well,
it's a lot.
Like
that's a big. That's
no,
a big
no.
area.
I see. Well, I'm getting in the area there, and I see buildings on fire, and everything.
How many times has New York been messed up in movies?
Oh, dude!
Right?
Do you remember that movie Cloverfield?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Independence Day.
I'm surprised there was anything left for Hurricane Sandy to demolish.
Every movie, New York takes it.
Yeah.
And then whatever's left in New York, they're going to have 25 feet of snow. Big blizzard coming.
All right, we've heard those ones. Give us some other ones.
Yeah. Now, I see a house in Beverly Hills, a fire in Beverly Hills, killing a movie star. I'm getting, a ski lift will collapse. You know those ski lifts you go on?
Yep.
San Diego. San Diego's going to sink into this.
Where'd that come from?
Jeez, Dean.
Go ahead.
Okay, San Diego's going to sink into the sea.
Derek.
I'm getting San Diego, California, going into the
because every week I see the Chargers and I can't bet the Chargers because they drive me nuts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I hope San Diego.
now I
is
see,
it the uniforms? What is it?
It's Phillip Rivers. He sucks.
Okay. Do they still have that lightning bolt?
Yeah,
that's so dumb,
stupid.
Now I see.
What are they, Flash Gordon?
I don't know.
Okay.
Now I see a U.S. aircraft carrier being bombed. Okay, this is all to do with the Middle East. A member of the royal family will offend somebody with a racial slur.
It happens.
Then I see a huge earthquake in Greece. Okay, I've been dreaming about that one.
Yeah.
And there's going to be huge lightning storms or magnetic storms. Now, I see the sun turning black.
Never going to happen.
No, Todd, I'm telling you, I see it. No.
We'd die.
Daytime. No, you
It's
wouldn't
not
die.
that it goes. She sees the sky, the sun not being out, not the sun going black.
Yeah, and I see like people like they're going to act weird.
Yeah.
From that.
Sure.
I'm getting campus violence all across the U.S. I'm getting a money card. So instead of having money, cash money, you're going to have a card.
Like an Interact card?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are pretty cool.
What's that?
Have you heard of those?
What is that? What kind of card?
Interact.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, we have that.
Oh!
I'm talking.
for Nikki.
I'm talking. You're making fun of this, but I'm just seeing like not an Interact card, but an actual card for everything you do
Like Interact.
in your life.
Yep. No, it has everything on it. You carry one card. She said you're saying it's got your bank card on it, your health card, driver's license. It's your card that has everything on it. It's all your cards into one.
You know, they actually say we're going to talk like in 10 years it will be just a chip
in your skin.
It's
That's
just
right.
you. Yeah.
Like a robot.
Yeah.
We're going to be like
a robot.
A robot.
You don't have to say the word like one. Okay.
Robot.
I am a robot. Okay. And I see a famous, nighttime show host or TV person saying they're really born a woman and they've been a man for many years, but they never
Conan
came out.
O'Brien.
Maybe. Maybe. But
really?
Yeah. Like a
famous nighttime show host?
Or
I know. It'll be Ellen DeGeneres.
Daytime.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Chelsea Handler, maybe? She was born a man and became a woman?
Yeah. No, this is born a woman and has been a man for many, many years.
Wow.
And nobody knew until he comes out and says it.
You sure it's not Conan O'Brien?
Why do you say Conan O'Brien?
Yeah, he sucks.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but what does that have to be with him being a woman?
Think about it.
I was going to say doing a woman.
Anyway.
Redhead.
Ginger.
But
fire crotch.
There's going to be more gay people and transgenders coming out.
Good.
Yeah, more.
Good for them.
Now, I'm getting a condom.
Not in Uganda.
You hear about this guy? Hear about this guy in Uganda?
I know.
They're going to pass a law. It's called the Kill the Gays bill. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Terrible.
Oh.
Absolutely terrible.
And they're doing it for a Christmas gift
to the country.
That's awful.
Yeah, it is disgusting.
It's disgusting.
And it just this is you thought you were disturbed before. This is a clip from a guy. Mm-hmm. He's the minister against homosexuality in Uganda. Anytime it's coming pretty soon.
I like the suspense.
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
It's killing me.
It's true though. And it was, what was it? It was was it if you had AIDS they'd kill you right away?
Yeah,
or
like if
that?
you partake in that activity and you're HIV positive.
Yeah.
If you do it aggressively.
Terrible.
It is. The only one you understand is if they say if you do it with a minor. That
if you touch them. Yeah. Anyway, this is in Uganda. This is the anti-homosexual law explained by the guy who's in charge of the task force against homosexuals. It's terrible. It's archaic. It's ridiculous. It's pretty funny, though.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Pastor Dr. Martin Semper. I'm here in the capacity as the chairman of the National Task Force Against Homosexuality in Uganda. We are making legislation to make sure that sodomy and homosexuality never sees the light of legality in this land of the Pearl of Africa. I've taken time to do a little research to know what homosexuals do in the privacy of their bedroom. One of the things they do is called leaking, where a man's is leaked like this by the other person, like ice cream.
Now, the guy there, what he wanted to do, Nikki, he wanted to explain it's like licking an ice cream. Get it?
Like ice cream.
Like ice cream. Yeah, thank you. Like ice cream.
And then what happens, even comes out, the other one is out, and then they the other one they do is they have a sex practice called where they their hand into the other man's hand, and it goes all the way, and it is so painful they have to take drugs, but they enjoy it. Now, if we have any children, please step out.
Before it was okay to hear all that stuff.
You know what? He sounds like he's had a lot of experience.
Yeah. Hey! I know we talked about eating this and putting your hand in that, but listen, this is where it gets dicey. Get the kids out of the room.
Right. This is a parental guidance moment. Hey, that child can be moved out. So I've done research. This is what they do. Number one, you can see a man here having the other person, and the other person is and this one is all over the place. Tell me, when you have a law against homosexuality, do you say except poo-poo?
What was that? Poo-poo? What does that have to do with it?
Everything.
All over the place. Tell me, when you have a law against homosexuality, do you say except poo-poo? Hey, I mean, look at this guy sincerely. Bishop. Astaghfirullah. Huh? Hajat, we do not want this sickness. This is sick and it's therefore deviant. We do not want it. No.
Now, they start off by each other's genitals and each other. Then this one smears all over the other person's face.
All over the face, man.
As if that is not enough, he puts the hand deeper. As Africans, we want to ask Barack Obama to explain to us, is this what he wants to bring to Africa as a human right to the of our children?
The Dean Blundell Show, 102.1 The Edge.